everyone, so I just want to put a little bit of a disclaimer. I learned a lot in the year that I had him, and so what you see him living in at the beginning of the video is not what he's living in at the end. So please see all the way through before you make a comment. That's all I have to say, so let's get to it. So today I have a video that's a little bit different than what I normally do on this channel, and that is because it is Horatio's 1-year Adoptiversary today. I wanted to do kind of a little bit of a video just based on him and around him and everything that's kind of happened in his life throughout his 1 year with me. I had thought about what I wanted to name him and the color of him almost a year before getting him. So I remember that I would come home from school every day and I would watch CSI Miami, and that was my favorite show at the time, and I guess it still kind of is. So I would watch it and I absolutely loved the character Horatio. And if you're not familiar with who that is, I'll put a little picture on here. So he has red hair. So I said to myself, if I ever get another betta, it has to be red and it has to be named Horatio. So that is Horatio right now. I also got him a cop car ornament, and that I got because I just thought it kind of went with the theme of him. So I picked this up, and this has been in his tank pretty much the entire year that I've had him. So at the time that I got Horatio, I had one other betta, and his name was Glub Glub, and he was a blue veiltail. And at that point, I thought, you know, one betta is good. I find that funny because I have 3 now. And so I brought him home, and I found him, he was so active compared to Glub Glub. So I'll insert this clip right here where he decided to swim around this plant in circles for, I kid you not, 3 hours. And I was so worried that he had some kind of equilibrium brain problem, but I think he was just doing it because he was bored. I would always spoil him with all of these ornaments. My friends would say that I was spending way too much money on a fish, which I guess there's one in every hobby. No matter what your hobby is, you spend way too much on it. I found the Betta Fish and Betta Fish Care Forum. After I had learned all of this research, I went out and I got him a heater in December. And he immediately liked this a lot. Now, back in March, I started thinking about how his 1-year Adoptiversary was coming up, and so I wanted to get him something that he would really enjoy. Only suggestion that I could come up with give him a tank upgraded that he really deserved. So I went out and I bought him a 5-gallon, and it was the Tetra 5-gallon. So I bought him this new tank and I set it up for him and I added him here, and he is a different fish. I noticed that he had a lot of fin tearing going on. He used to have these very long fins. They were translucent on the tip, absolutely gorgeous. And then I noticed that they started to shred. But when I woke up and I saw him with his fins completely shredded, like he turned himself into a crown tail, I was like, what did you just do? So I still don't know what really happened on that day, but I'm glad they all healed up. Someone had given me a very helpful tip that the food I was feeding my bettas was not the greatest quality, or I guess you could say it was more like the lower end of food. I then went and bought some better quality pet food, and I got omega-1. So after that, I'm finally starting to see his fins improve, and I love that a lot because his fins were so gorgeous, and it was sad to see them almost all gone. Yeah, so that's how Horatio got his name, a little bit of backstory, all the stuff that's going on in his life. So that is pretty much all for today. I'm sorry if you don't really like these kind of long, talky, rambly videos. If you do, make sure you give them a thumbs up and leave a comment down below on what you think. But these won't be all the time. Usually I'll kind of stick to what I normally do. But I really want to do this video for him. I'll see you next time. Bye. I feel like I'm having a proud mommy moment that he's having his first birthday thing.